Good morning, Global Landscapes Forum. Good morning. Thank you. I'm very happy, I'm very glad to be presenting here. I heard that up to thousands can be watching this online, which really makes me excited and also really makes me realize that nothing should go wrong. Like, for example, this. I'm very sure that you all recognize it, that all of a sudden your system stops and just wants to shut down. And then what you want to do is you click Ctrl-Delete to refresh it, to reboost it. You want to get it back in a stable position. But when you do it, it only becomes worse and worse and worse. And then you realize you have to reboost it, give it a kickstart. Well, that is exactly what we also see in the process of land degradation. We are putting a lot of pressure on our Earth. And in some areas, this has led to very low vegetation covers, to high erosion rates. You can see that in this figure, we have an ecological threshold. And at some moment, nature, you can see the line, nature is going up and down a bit. If it's moving, there it... Oh, yeah. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, nature is moving up and down a bit, but at some moment, it passes the ecological threshold. And from that moment on, it goes down very quickly. So it stops, and that's the... it's okay. It's okay if you leave it like this. This is the drop that I want to show you. Is there erosion rates start to grow and vegetation cover goes down, and then you end up in a negative cycle of more erosion and less vegetation cover. And the problem is, if this figure is working, well, I'll just keep it like this, is that nature is not really able to get back above this stable position, above the ecological threshold. And that's why I want to stress that I believe that sustainable restoration projects focus on getting nature back above this ecological threshold, to give it the first kickstart, the first Ctrl-Delete, and then let nature do the rest. Focus on that. In my studies in University of Wageningen, and also in my work, I've seen land degradation in the field, and that made me realize to really come up with an affordable and sustainable solution. Well, I came across an idea together with a colleague of mine, a designer, and together we created the Ecosystem Kickstarter, which is, to my opinion, could be a good solution in the fight against land degradation. This is, well, it's me and my colleague, and, well, what is it? We have wrote a proposal to the Netherlands Enterprise Agency, and we now have funding for a feasibility study. And I'll explain you a bit further what it is. We've seen land degradation in the field. We have seen very steep slopes and hardly any chance for seeds to germinate because heavy rains wash them away very quickly. So we came up with this idea, which we call the Ecosystem Kickstarter. It is a cardboard honeycomb structure, which is folded, easy to transport, and in the field you unfold it, you put it there, it can be implemented in the field. You install it and it's filled with the local soil, so you see it here on top of the soil, but it's in the soil and it's filled with the local soil, and it's seeds there also in it, and nutrients and manure. It's all in the cardboard, it's impregnated. Well, it's an affordable solution, it's affordable per square meter. And also, it tackles different problems at the same time, so erosion, but also water stress, because if it's implemented in the soil, it serves as some sort of sandbag, so it stops erosion. The water that flows there is being stopped, can infiltrate slowly, and there the ecosystem can start growing, because the seeds are there. Another figure is to show that of course, it's biodegradable because it's cardboard. So in the second row, you see that it's being implemented in rows. The third row, you see that the seeds start to grow. The ecosystem gets kick-started. And then in the fourth row, you see that the cardboard starts to degrade. It's biodegradable, leaving organic matter in the soil. And then hopefully the rooting system of the seeds is strong enough to prevent future erosion. Okay, so as I said, we received money for a feasibility study, which we are doing now. So we're developing the product, but also we're testing it in Uganda in different locations. And in this feasibility study, because I can almost hear you thinking, oh yeah, another big marketing story, another big success story. Well, we don't know yet if it's a success, but we really want this product to be demand-driven from the very start. The idea was born in the field, meeting the people, seeing land degradation. We are now trying to get to the communities and ask to them, what do you think? And reshape the whole design with them, because we're now in the start of the project. We want to reshape it. And also, to make it demand-driven, the product, we're here. We're here to meet you, to hear your questions, to hear your remarks and suggestions, and also to find potential collaboration for testing and implementing the product in the field in the future. So we have already a partner who gave us the funding, which is the Netherlands Enterprise Agency. And besides, we also have help from the Wageningen University and from Eye-Opener-Works, which is an organization in Uganda. And, well, we're basically looking for everyone, for organizations, for big companies, for governmental agencies, because we need your help and want to rethink the whole idea to make it a big step forward in the fight against land degradation. Because we want to bring Global Landscapes Forum and our ID together. You can find us just because we want you to leave us a message, Facebook, we have Instagram, of course, and also a website, which is still in development, but you can leave your mail address there, so we can send you regular updates. But please also send us your IDs, and please meet me after this discussion and later today. I'm here. I'm really willing to hear your IDs. One last remark is really, this is not a big marketing story. I really want to stress that this is a serious request for your help in the challenge, maybe the challenge of this generation, restoring our beloved Earth. And it's not solely by human intervention, but using human intervention to get nature back on track, to get above this ecological threshold. And it feels a bit strange to be working on a product that's intended to disappear because it's cardboard. But I think that is exactly the reset button, the Ctrl-Alt-Delete, the kickstart that nature needs. And now my question to you is, did we hit the right button? Thank you very much. Oh, wow. It got stuck. It's supposed to turn, yeah. All right, there it is. Okay, thank you very much.